excited for this one. So she has been a chef for 17 years, so talented. She serves up contemporary comfort food. Plus, she's the co-owner of Resto Bueno. Please welcome Chef Ivana Raca. Finally!
Good to see you.
I've been following your career for so long, and it's so nice to get you in here, female chef at the top of your game, and like playing the game with all the boys, and you're in there dominating it.
I am. I feel like I've always been kind of one of the boys, but I always stood out. I felt like, you know, I just put my head down, and I like to have fun, but I also like to learn, and I have a passion and drive, and I love dominating, so it's kind of a given to me. And,
and we love that you are doing that.
Yes.
So, I mean, you lead with your food, and that's the thing we love about you. Your food is amazing. Today, you're going to be making a mini roasted charred tomato salad with a seared snapper.
Yes.
It looks phenomenal. That's it right there. And as always, we put the recipe on our website. Where do you want to start, Chef?
So I want to start with a lot of people will do, you know, the heirloom tomatoes. So everybody's in the winter, everything's heavy. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that I want to keep things a little lighter in the spring, in the summer. So right away, I kind of take away any of the starch and I go into lighter things like heirloom tomatoes.
Nice.
A lot of people will do the heirloom tomatoes raw. I like blistering mine. So what you do is you literally just put a little bit of olive oil in your nonstick pan and we're going to blister them. So we're going to have them break down and it's going to be a nice warm heirloom tomato salad. I'm a big fan of cooking with olive oil and butter all at the same time.
We're a fan of that too.
Right? So I feel like you need the olive oil for the richness and the butter to finish. So very easy. As you can see, you want to get nice browny colors.
Yeah.
Okay? Brown, blistered. You're going to do the fresh pepper. And then what I like to do is don't go to the store and buy that garlic that's already peeled.
Yeah.
It's just full of bleach. It has no nutritional value. It doesn't taste fresh. It doesn't taste like garlic. I know it doesn't, you know, it's already done for you, but there's nothing better than the smell of onions and garlic when you're roasting things, right?
Absolutely.
Right, so right away, you smell that aroma.
Oh,
and you just want to get them nice and brown, okay?
Yeah, now they're getting hungry. Right? Almost that time.
So the next thing I like to do is, I like to do a little bit of basil. Basil is like, anytime you think of tomatoes, you think of basil or olive oil, balsamic.
Yes.
And then what I'm going to do is I have a little bit of balsamic that I did. So what I did was I just reduced it with a little bit of sugar in a pan, let it simmer, reduce it so it has a little body to it instead of just using regular balsamic.
Nice, and you can put that on a little bit later, but already, you see your salad is ready to go. I mean, if you're having people over or you're just doing dinner tonight for your family, this is something you can do right away as soon as you get in the door from work.
So that was 2 minutes. Very easy. And what I'm going to do is place it right in the bottom.
Nice. Okay,
so you can see how beautiful and colorful that is. There's nothing more attractive when you cook something and it still looks vibrant and juicy, right? So in the same pan, we can do the fish.
Don't you love how she's trying to limit your dishes?
I'm very...
Thank you.
We're not... Thank you.
I appreciate that.
I'm not. I'm very easy, so I don't like to, you know, I don't like to reinvent too many things. I like to make things look, you know, sexy, delicious, colorful. Watermelon radishes. A lot of people will go to the grocery store and see those little radishes. Now there's black radishes, there's watermelon radishes, so they look like watermelons. So this is the Caribbean snapper.
Ooh, nice. And that's like a beautiful piece there.
Small fillet.
Remember, a small fillet. Always remember we eat with our eyes as well.
Right.
Even if you're just at home, if your dinner looks like a dog's breakfast, you're not going to want it.
No, no.
Make it look pretty, even for you, even for yourself.
And the good thing about the salad is that it goes with everything. So I can do a little piece of beef on there. I could do a fish. I could keep it veggie. I'm a big fan of fish.
Me too.
So this is what with the tomato salad is we're gonna do a triple cream. So it's a burrata, but this is called a buratini, which is a smaller version.
Okay.
And the thing about this baby is that it's triple cream, so it's very creamy. And what I like to do is just serve it just like this. On top.
Wow.
And the heat from the heirloom tomatoes will break down with the cheese, so it's very oozy. I know a lot of people don't like seafood with cheese. I'm a big fan of that.
Okay.
So you make your own rules.
Yeah.
And if your friends don't like it, you just say, it's okay. You can have the fish or you can have the heirloom tomato salad, right?
Don't come back. This is what I want to ask you about your fish. So what are you looking for when you are going to get your fillet of fish?
Of course. So whenever you look for, when you go to your fishmonger, you always, you know, he can fillet them for you, or you can do it. It's really up to you.
Yeah.
I like to look for the eyes. You want to make sure that the eyes are never bloody, that the fish never smells fishy.
Yeah.
It should smell very clean. And you can feel it too, if it's slimy or it's clean or it's from a fresh water, it all depends.
Yeah.
And so what I did was I filleted them. It took 2 minutes.
Oh, you did
it doesn't
yourself.
take that long. And then what I do is I do sage, oregano, basil with herbs. So again, you're smelling all the aromatics. And anytime your olive oil gets a little too hot, you drop down the butter, and that will drop down your temperature of the fish. That way it's not gonna char, it's not gonna dry.
Right.
Always make sure that your fish is room temperature when you're coloring it. You don't want it to be
freezing cold.
Same thing with meat. You want to make sure that it's room temperature. Once it hits the pan, it's already cooking and it's not drying everything out. So same thing with seasoning.
Yeah.
I don't season anything until I'm ready going into the pan.
Oh, really?
So I won't season any meat or any fish, because all you're doing is, again, drawing the moisture, and everything ends up being dry.
All these tips.
Right? So
like,
I'm
you
a
can
last
tell
minute kind
she's
of
been in
gal.
the restaurant industry for a long time.
You know,
That's a lot of tips.
Thank you.
That is great, Ivana.
Right? And so what I like to do is I take all of that butter flavor, oregano, that's it. You
And
put it
we
right
are
on
ready
top.
to plate. It looks absolutely stunningly gorgeous, and I think we've all learned a lot. Especially me, I've been doing the show almost for 10 years now, and you know, I look at the cooking segments, but I still go home and I don't cook. But the amount of tips I just learned in that recipe, like just little things that you can use when you're searing your meat, or when you're, you know, when you're blistering your tomatoes now instead of roasting them. Put it here, girl.
Thank you.
Cityline.tv for the recipe.